So now we're in New York City. We had the first meeting, had a great meeting. We drove down from Greenwich. We've got some neat strategy on how to share the story of the 525 Club and really create an environment where leaders and great thinkers can come together. Over here, let's check it out. Over here we get, let's see, there's Central Park. We're in New York City. You can't have New York City without having your own little stand there, ice cream stand. It's amazing how you just have this beautiful park right in the middle of this city. What an incredible role that it plays, just creating green space for people just to decompress and so forth. And New York City wouldn't be New York City without taxi cabs and traffic. As we head down 5th Avenue, and we're going to 555 5th Avenue for our next meeting. So, been able to just to meet with so many incredible people who really been interested in the creative design of this unique community and the whole concept behind it. So I've been very fortunate in that these folks are really dialed in and really leaning forward when they're listening to me, which is kind of cool. And we're going to see if we can head down to Wall Street today and head over to Battery Park. I always like coming here and finishing up my trips whenever I can to see the Statue of Liberty. I mean, you think of what that meant to so many people who came to this country. They knew that they have arrived in a dream of new freedom when they saw the Statue of Liberty, and it meant so much. I remember, gosh, it must have been at least 10 years ago when there was the restoration project. Might have even been 15 years ago, and it was going to be so expensive to do, and they had no idea how they were going to raise all the funds, and it was going to cost tremendously more than they ever thought. And yet within a year and a half, in fact, it was for the bicentennial. For the bicentennial, it was complete, and they had a tremendous infusion of giving from so many people to restore Lady Liberty. So that's something about this New York. After 9/11, I think it was the following year, people were still, we're still not the same. We've still changed. I remember on 9/11, the weeks after, being on the thruway heading up to Albany, and then everybody was sharing and giving money and supplies and resources to families who are going down to the city to find their loved ones. And each of the rest stops turned into sort of like a camp of just support, and people were talking and hugging and offering water. A lot of the military personnel who were there would come there just exhausted, and people were buying them food and supporting them. It was an incredible time where New York really showed its heart. And then in that summer, the summer we lost electricity because of some outage over in Buffalo, or something happened, and New York City didn't have electric for a night, and people within hotels had to sleep on the sidewalk. And one of the remarkable things the following morning was that there was not one incident of crime or violence. And that was really the community in New York City showing its best. We are a different community now after 9/11, and I think people see themselves connected on a whole different level. And that's important stuff. And 525 Club is about connectivity, about sharing and being part of a community and contributing to a community.